So the first thing I need to do is get the plants in here and get them, all the roots untangled from the soil so that I can get them into the tub without soil blocking the drains. That's something that I unfortunately have had to deal with in the past, and honestly not fun. So I'm going to try and avoid clogging the drain by getting as much soil off, and I'll just dump it into a box and then put it into the sink and the tub back there, fill it up with water, and let them soak for a while. We're going to scrub all the leaves really well and everything. Again, these are safe. I know what's going on to them. I've grown them myself. I've propagated them from propagation, so I know that they're safe, but I just like to give everything a rinse anyway before putting it into the enclosure. So that's what I'm going to do now. Here is the box I'm going to use. So one of the things that I actually do have in these mixtures that I don't want going into the terrarium is perlite, these little white bits in here. And the reason, so as you can see, these are all like cuttings that have been put in, and I'm going to probably keep most of them together so that it fills up the tanks really nicely. But yeah, this is really nice and loose and easy to get off, so I'm going to shake it in the box. And as you can see, it's all loosening up off the roots really well, but these are all like individual cuttings. I could separate them and kind of divide them up over places, but I do want like a really full look, so I'm just going to see what I have first to work with, because I doubt I have enough to do all the terrariums today. This is my helper right here. She actually unfortunately ended up going into heat recently. We've been trying to get her spayed, but because she was a stray, the vet's office wants to get her updated on all her vaccines and deworming, and they wanted to do a leukemia test and stuff like that, just a bunch of testing before they go ahead. It's just kind of like a clinic policy to not put any other animals at risk, not to put them at risk, and make sure that she's, healthy enough to undergo surgery, because especially for female cats, it is a bit more of a serious and complex surgery. So we're going to try to make sure she's in her best possible health first. Okay, so those are pretty clean. I'm going to rinse them off in the water and let them soak. Okay, I'm done unpotting the plants. I rinsed the roots, rinsed the leaves. As you can see, I made a huge mess, but the sink is not clogged. I did clog it, but it's done. It's fixed. And yeah, look at all these plants. I kind of like the swampy, cluttered plant look in the bathroom. It looks like really, really nice. I don't know. I kind of like the jungle look in here. Maybe I will turn this into a jungle like this, because I'm really digging it. What do you guys think? Would this be cool? Hear kids in the background. I'm just taking a quick break while I'm working, while they're having lunch. Look how pretty the back is now that there's snow back there. This was all just like one big muddy field, but now you can't really see very well on the camera, but the tops of the trees are like covered in snow, and it's giving like that really magical wintry wonderland look. Oh my gosh, I love it. Here right now honestly just makes me so sad. Like, all of my favorite plants are dying. That's catnip and it's dying. My string of pearls is ruined. That Critici is dying. That's dead. Like, my big Scindapsus jade. It's just so depressing walking in here right now. I haven't had time and I haven't been feeling well, so I haven't been keeping up with stuff. It's a mess and super embarrassing, honestly. All my poles of Syngonium died off. It used to be so pretty in here. Anyway, I need to get this cleaned up, but that is not the topic of this video. Instead, I'm going to try and finish up some enclosures. So I actually knew that I had a package coming from Reptiles R Us for some more cork bark, but I wanted to get the plants in the terrariums, and now I'm regretting it because I want to make it more full or add some more cork to their terrariums, but I've kind of screwed myself over because I don't want to replant everything. So I'm going to see if I can get any cork to fit around stuff, and if not, then I'll just do my best to kind of I'll do my best to stock up the other enclosures because I do still have a lot done. I only did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I only did 6, so I still have a lot to do, so I'll just save some cork for that. And actually I saw a piece in here that would be so nice to put a plant on and hang it. That's another thing that's really good for these cork pieces is planting, like doing like a plant on it and some moss. That's kind of what I did over here with this guy that's dying, and then over there my staghorn is also on a piece of wood, but I think it would look really good on a piece of cork. The other thing I want to do is I want to redo this goldfish tank out here. It's so ugly and so needs to be redone. So I think I might snag one of these really big pieces to use for the fish tank as kind of like a centerpiece, and then get some aquatic plants to tie around it. But yeah, back to the terrariums. I haven't even showed you guys yet what they look like so far. I'm really happy with how they turned out. So it's really dark in here, unfortunately, so knows how to solve this problem, let me know, because I'm worried if I put the smaller ones into the bigger ones, this is going to be a problem. So basically when we moved, these doors got like shaped, like bent inwards weirdly, and now I can't get them to straighten out to like go into the correct spot. So there's like this gap in between them right here. I know that the adults can't get out through that, but the babies make me a little suspicious on them, especially because you can push it in more. Anyway, if you have any ideas on how to fix that, over here hanging out the glass. He's always fun to find because he blends in so well with the cork. So while I can see him, I'm gonna pull this out. Oh, you cleaned your dish pretty much too. So, and these are some magnolia leaves that I put in for like leaf litter. So he's got a Birkin in there too, and some philodendron. He's got a snake plant in back, and I definitely want to add more cork in here because he's obsessed with what he does have. So my favorites because it's like so jungly in there and so bright and green. Another empty food dish here. Well, almost empty. He pretty much finished it. I don't see where you are current. Oh, I see a tail. I see you. This is like my favorite male. Came from Row Cresties. He's like a lavender and yellow. So, and it's like this really beautiful pale yellow too. So it's like pastel. But yeah, his food cup goes up there, so I'm not sure how it ended up down there, but I won't question it. But yeah, this is what I want to get set up in all of the enclosures, is have like a little food place up there for them. I find some of mine like to kick the food dish out and they kind of like curl up in a little ball in there, so whatever. But yeah, as you can see, there's like no cork in here. I do have some like apple tree branches in, but I want to get some cork shoved in there somehow, hopefully without ruining the way it looks. I feel like I ruined it. It definitely doesn't look as good to me now. I don't know what happened. It's something with this. It was this piece that did it. I don't know. I feel like it's not nice anymore. Anyway. I did add a piece way in behind there. I have a piece here and then another piece like way back there in the bottom corner to cover up some glass that I missed with the silicone. So yeah, I think I made it look worse, but at least he has some cork now. Is that one in behind there? You can see a little foot. But yeah, her little shelf is up there. I have to get some more cord fill. I guess I did a bad job of covering some spots, or when it dried it kind of came off, and in the move too everything got kind of damaged, so I have a little bit of fixing to do, but I'm fine with it for right now. But yeah, as you can see, this one's like a bit more not packed, like it's just a bit more empty, and I don't like that because I know they liked it to be as packed and full as possible for lots of hiding spaces. So I'm gonna put in a bunch of cork and hope for the best. So real quick, I just want to point out how gorgeous this one is. Like, look at the size of it. It's so big. And a lot of the enclosures I have left are pretty small. Well, not small, but small for these guys over here. But, like, look how gorgeous that is. It's huge. They're so nice. Look at them. This one even has moss on it. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's so gorgeous. Anyway, now I'm done. And this is the last one done. I just put that piece of cork in and it seems to fill up a lot of space. I do want to like pack them all up even more, but I want to let them grow out a little bit to see what happens, and then fill in any empty spots either with fake plants or more live ones. I'm not really sure which way I'm gonna go. Just because I like how full live plants or fake plants make it, but I also know that the live plants will grow and fill it in really nicely, but I'm just not very patient, I guess. But I just misted this one down because I'm doing my nightly routine, and her food's in there, and I'm giving them mealworm, or not mealworms, I guess superworms, for tonight. I usually feed crickets, but I'm giving superworms another go. I did have an incident once before. I have them in their food cups here, and usually I'll just hold the food cup so they can grab the worm, and then I put the cup in with them. But I had an incident before where I tried to feed superworms, and I kind of was bugging one of the geckos to try and take it, and the superworm ended up biting her eye, and it like completely rattled me. Like, I had no idea that they bit or anything like that, and like it hung on. So I felt really bad after that and decided I was never going to do superworms. But I recently got my chihuahua. She or he really prefers superworms over anything else. Actually, he literally just won't eat anything other than that, plus the Pangea, obviously. But yeah, anyway, that's that one done and sprayed down, and I'm just gonna continue with my. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.